Hey everybody, in this video I'm going to be doing a walkthrough of the Ocean Crossing mission in Armored Core 6, which is the final mission of Chapter 2. I'll go through the boss fight, which is the Sea Spider. I'll talk about the build that I used to defeat this boss, which I think worked really well. And then finally at the end I'll show footage of me completing the mission with a rank of S-Class. Alright, so starting off with the build that I used for this mission, which again I think worked really well here. This is kind of a high firepower build with a lot of high explosive type weapons. All these items should be available to you prior to beating Chapter 2, so you should have them available at this point in the game. Starting off with our right arm, we are using the bazooka. On the left arm, this is kind of where a lot of the damage is going to come from, is this melee pile bunker weapon. For the right back unit, I'm using the grenade cannon Songbirds, and then on the left back unit, I am using the missile launcher BML G2. You can see the description there for that one. For the frame items on my head, I've got the HC2000 Finder Eye. The core is the VP40S. The arms are the, read it for yourself, NAC whatever, 46E. The legs, they're bipedal LG02 Melander C3s. Looking down at the boosters, I have the BS2 GT PO4. The tracking is the FCS G2 PO5. The generator is the VP20S. And then I have the assault armor as my expansion slot. Also worth noting for my tuning, these are what I had currently unlocked. I mean, this is obviously, you can, up to personal preference, you can upgrade this how you want, but for what I had personally, just so you know, I do have one upgrade for the melee weapon damage. It's going to help out with that pile driver. And then I do have some damage reduction upgrades as well as repair kit upgrades. And then some other random things. I've got like boost kick and the assault armor for my core expansion. Now for the mission itself, I'm not going to go into too much detail here. It's fairly straightforward. I'm going to focus mainly on the boss fight, but I did want to call this out real quick. And you can watch the full mission at the end of this video too, where I do the S-Class run. But there's these lasers in the sky. If the lasers hit you, that's going to prompt missiles to strike down from the sky. So you can just kind of sprint straight ahead, but there is this little path down here that you can drop down to immediately. And that's going to make this first section much more straightforward because obviously you're kind of undercover the whole time. So this is a pretty nice little underground tunnel to take. And then when you get to the end portion of this, there's also another piece of cover right here as well, which is good to duck into at the end.
Nice moves, tourist.
Alright, so now for the boss fight itself. This is the arena that we're going to be fighting in here. It's kind of close quarters, so kind of keep that in mind. And then you also have to watch out for all of these objects on the ground. These will explode and kind of clear out as you're fighting, but you just want to be careful that you don't accidentally run into them while you're fighting. You'll get stuck and stop your momentum and whatnot. So keep an eye out on that. The weapons that we have for this build, starting off with our left arm, which is that melee attack. Again, this is going to be where a lot of our damage comes from. If we do a single tap, it's just going to do kind of a medium attack, nothing special. What we want to focus on here, though, is the charged attack of this weapon. So if we hold down the button and charge it, that's going to do that powerful, lot of damage, heavy attack there. On our right arm, we have our bazooka. On our right shoulder, we have kind of a similar, it's like a double fire bazooka. And then finally, on our left shoulder, we have the missiles. So kind of the overall strategy here is we kind of want to stagger the enemy as we fight using the 3 projectile weapons, and then once he's staggered, we want to go in for that close quarters melee attack, which is going to do a lot of damage. Obviously, if you see opportunities to use the melee while he's not staggered and you're sort of in the action, obviously go in and do that, but kind of generally speaking, use the 3 projectiles to work on staggering him. Once he's staggered, go in for that melee attack. So now we can go ahead and kick off the boss fight. He does have 2 different phases. The first phase, he's on the ground mostly, and then once you get to about 40% health maybe, he goes up into his aerial attack pattern. But the strategy is basically the same. When he first drops down, the first thing that we're going to want to do is a melee attack. He kind of sits there for a second right at the beginning, so it's an opportunity to get a quick attack in. Then we're going to back out and then just ammo dump on him with our 3 projectile weapons. At that point, he should be staggered, and we can go in with another melee attack. And then we're just going to kind of repeat that pattern while dodging his attacks, obviously, which I'll kind of talk a little bit as well after this part. So we can go ahead and get this started. And like I said, he's going to drop down here. First thing that we're going to want to do is boost in and do a charged melee attack. Then we're going to want to back out, do our bazooka and our other big attack, so you can see that staggered him. Go in for another melee attack, back out, wait for our weapons to recharge, missiles, etc. Dodge his whatever he's throwing at us. Do laser beam, and then again, just kind of keep picking away at him with missiles. We can use our assault boost is really good for the getting in with the melee attack. That wasn't great, but so there we go. Stagger him, get the melee attack in, then keep backing out, get him with the missiles and the cannons and whatnot. Dodge his attacks. Cannons, missiles. One more, so he's staggered. Go in for another melee attack. Back out, and then we're just going to want to keep doing that basically.
One repair kit remaining at 50%.
All right, so now he's in his aerial pattern. One thing he's going to do right off the bat is this, I don't know, laser sets the ground on fire. So when he does that, you're going to at least jump up, but make sure if you can fly, so you kind of avoid that. And then again, same strategy, just keep using your missiles to stagger him. Where the hell do you go? You gotta watch out for that thing too. Stagger him, and then here's assault boost is really good. You can fly up there, charge melee attack, hit him up, back out, missiles, etc. And just kind of keep doing this until he's dead, essentially. Finally, just taking a closer look at some of his attacks. I'm going to focus mainly on the first phase when he's on the ground. I think those attacks are a little bit more involved. The second phase when he's in the air, it's a little bit more straightforward. The main one you have to watch out for is when he does that laser down to the ground and the whole ground catches on fire. You just want to make sure that you're in the air when that happens. And then he's got that Sidewinder attack, so you want to just kind of make sure that you're dodging out of that. But looking at the first phase, a couple attacks I just wanted to call out. The main one is when he does that sort of claw smash down on the ground. You can avoid that in a couple different ways. The one thing you don't want to try and do is dodge left, right, or back. More than likely, you're going to get hit if you want to do if you do that. What you want to do, like what I like to do, is just dive forward and just go underneath him when he does that. You can also jump and go vertical. This mech doesn't have great verticality, so if you have a lighter mech, that might make more sense. But with this build, I think it works really well just to go underneath him. And then he's got these sort of laser attacks that he does. So if you see the laser charging, for the most part, you can get by with just dodging left or right and kind of strafing around those. So let's get the boss back and see if he can give us a good demo here. So let's see what he's going to do first. So he's going in with the smash attack, so I just go underneath him. Just charge straight at him and go underneath. Go again, go underneath. And you can really dodge a lot of those attacks pretty simply doing that way. Go underneath again. So there's that, and then let's see if we can get him to do his lasers. And he's going smash attack again. Didn't really dodge that one. He's going smash attack again. Come on, work with me, guy. Okay, so now you've got lasers, so you can just kind of dodge out of the way there. Now, kind of hit me a little bit. But really, that's kind of the main thing. And while you're doing this, then you just obviously want to get your laser. He's got that. That laser beam can kind of be random to dodge. Sometimes it works to fly up, depending on where the laser goes. So there you go, laser. Just kind of dodge, strafe out of the way. And again, there you go, smash attack. And just kind of keep doing that, and obviously pelting him with ammo dumps while you're doing this. So I'll leave it there. Hopefully these tips are helpful for you and help you get through this mission if you're struggling. If you have any other issues, let me know in the comments and I'll try and help out as much as I can. And then I'll leave it here with a full playthrough of this mission where I got S rank if you want to watch that as well. So thank you for watching, and we will catch you later. Bye.
We've arrived at the top, sending you new marker data. It's as Carlos said. At this altitude, we're within firing range of the PCA's satellites.
Intruder detected in forbidden sector. Terminating target.
That must be the PCA security system.
Well, nowhere to hide now.
Brute force it is then.
Don't get fried.
That's an extremely powerful laser. Be careful, Raven.
Never thought I'd see an AC dancing through the PCA's lasers like that. Nice moves, tourist.
Intruder has escaped satellite range. Raising threat level.
We're not far from the cargo launcher.
Intruder detected near closed facility.
Might as well clean up while you're here, tourist. Never did care for the upstairs neighbors. That's what I like to see. Let's get the cargo launcher ready.
There. Access.
Now, if you could just step inside.
Wait. Enemy detected. That machine.
Great. Found a sea weapon. That tourist is a sea spider. One of the Institute's relics left to haunt Rubicon. Now what's it doing here?
The coral smells from the generator. This is no ordinary machine. Be careful, Raven.
That machine was created by a bunch of mad scientists, tourist. The fires behind this may have taken the Institute. If the dirty work survived.
It's taking damage. Keep it up, Raven.
AP at 30%.
Raven, your AC is damaged. Focus on evasive action.
Leaves a sea weapon out for someone to trip over.
No repair kits remaining. AP at 50%.
It's taken major damage. You can do this, Raven.
Smash it up, tourist!
Light shoulder and AP at 30%.
Systems down. The generator's going to explode. They were using coral for fuel.
That was quite the show, tourist. How about we get back on track? Hop in the container. I'll operate the launcher from here. Brace yourself.